Good afternoon, my dear students. Welcome to all of you. Kiran Shukla, good afternoon, very good afternoon, Kiran.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. We can wait for 2-3 minutes before starting the class.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Ankita. I think we should start. Good number of students have already joined. Surya, Varun, Charol, good afternoon to all of you. I hope you all are in good health and high spirits. Since as the September 2024 exams approaching, I am confident that each one of you has invested your time wisely, preparing thoroughly to showcase your best efforts. Remember, exams are more than just tests. They are opportunities to demonstrate your ability, resilience, and self-management skills. It is natural to feel anxious, but I urge you to trust in your preparation and strengths. Remember, it is your inner resolve that will help you conquer any fear that may arise. As Chanakya wisely said, as soon as the fear approaches near, attack and destroy it. I repeat, attack and destroy it. So be strong, study diligently, and keep in mind that there are no shortcuts to success. On behalf of Board of Studies, I, Dr. Ruchi Agarwal, warmly welcome you to the Success at CA exam session, focusing today on Paper 6, Strategic Management at Intermediate level, which is of 50 marks. In the morning session, you must have got the tips on Paper 6A, Financial Management. It is normal to have numerous questions and concerns before any examination, particularly when dealing with some professional examination like chartered accountancy and in that strategic management. Many students experience exam anxiety, but it is important to realize that these challenges can be managed easily in an effective manner. Common concerns generally we receive from different platforms from the students that how to prepare for strategic management and how to score good marks, how to score well in this paper. In today's session, I'm to address you the format, that is how to prepare effectively for strategic management. And in our later session, in the next session, we will discuss strategies for achieving high marks in the examination, right? Every student has different thought process and every student has their unique way of studying and understanding concepts. But one thing is certain, this subject should not be underestimated or treated merely as a theoretical paper. My submission to all the students that don't treat this subject as a theoretical paper. Strategic management is incredibly engaging and practical, especially when you can relate its concept to the real world business developments, like whether it is a Microsoft acquisition of Activision Blizzard, the merger between Tata Group's Air India and Vistara, the strategic pivot of Disney under its new leadership, whether it is Flipkart Walmart deal, and so many, or the impact of the AI boom on various business industries. I'm going to give you a few of the tips which you should be keep in mind while starting the strategic management. First is stay informed. Make it a habit to read business magazines and at least one financial or business newspaper regularly. I repeat and I particularly emphasize on it that please students read business magazines and at least one business newspaper or financial newspaper regularly. This will definitely help you grasp the practical relevance of the subject and understand its application and in the real world scenario. Now, many of the students ask, ma'am, how to study case studies and all. So read each case study more than once. Start with a quick read and then go through it in a normal pace. Identify the key points that will help you answer the questions effectively. Focus on improving your ability to analyze case scenarios and answer questions thoughtfully. Understand and don't memorize. Avoid cramming the subject. Instead, focusing on truly understanding the concepts and learn to articulate your answers clearly. Be concise and relevant. Always aim to be concise, precise, and to the point in your answers. Don't give vague answers and unnecessarily explanation. Avoid filling paging unnecessarily. Be at the point. By linking your learning to the real life business situations, you can reinforce your understanding, making it more meaningful and practical. Now, I'll share my screen to discuss the technical aspects of the subject. If at any point you do not understand something or you have any doubt, please post your queries so that I can address them and ensure this session is as productive as possible. Right? Before we proceed, I would like to address any questions you may have till now. Okay. Aniruddha has written, ma'am, have to write case study answers. How to write? I think Aniruddha, you want how to write case study answers. If I am not wrong, I think you want to ask this. I told you that the case studies, I think your query is related to question number 2, in which we have to write the theoretical case scenarios answers. First, understand the case clearly. Understand the case, read the case and understand it that what basically is given in the particular case scenario, and accordingly you have to find out the correct answer. First, find out that answer within the situation given, and then you have to write what they have asked in the question paper. One student has written, which finance and business magazine or newspaper gives unbiased or true call? This is up to you. This is up to you that which financial newspaper you want to follow. Right? Any other query? Any other query, or we can move ahead? Okay. So we will start the session with the objective of scheduling this class. The objective of scheduling this class basically is to brush up knowledge, focus on presentation, exam strategy, solving of questions, discuss on the common issues, whatever students are facing, or working on improvement of your preparedness and motivate from better to best. Before moving ahead, you should be aware about your syllabus, that what content basically or what is Yes. Ankita wants to ask something. Ankita has raised the hand. Just give me a second, Ankita. Yeah,
मैम मेरा
Ankita,
क्वेश्चन
please.
ये था मैम, जैसे हमारा जो चैप्टर नंबर 4 है दैट इज स्ट्रेटेजिक चॉइसेस, इसमें कॉन्सेप्ट है स्ट्रेटेजिक एग्जिट्स। तो मैम उसमें
Strategic
हम
exits. Okay.
यस मैम। तो
Hmm.
मैम मैंने इस कॉन्सेप्ट को ना एक रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल की हेल्प से याद किया है। जैसे कि मैम हमारी जो रोल्स रॉयस की सॉरी हीरो होंडा जो बाइक थी, तो मैम क्या
Hmm.
हम अपने रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल्स को पेपर में प्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं,
बिल्कुल,
लाइक अगर
बिल्कुल.
वो मॉडल्स
Always,
डिफरेंट है?
always. And it is always good to produce real life examples. And with the help of that, you can easily actually, that paper checker also needs wants to check the conceptual clarity of the student, right? But remember
यस
that when
मैम।
you are giving such examples, you should be very thorough that this example is absolutely correct,
यस मैम। एंड मैम माय
right?
सेकंड क्वेश्चन वाज दैट
Hmm.
जब मैम किसी अगर हमारी प्रोडक्ट लाइफ करके एक हमारा कॉन्सेप्ट है, तो मैम जब
Hmm.
लेट्स सपोज वो पेपर में आता है, तो हम क्या उसको डायग्राम के थ्रू एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं,
बिल्कुल,
लाइक हम डायग्राम ड्रॉ
डायग्राम
कर
के थ्रू
सकते हैं?
ही लाइफ साइकिल हमेशा डायग्राम के थ्रू ही आप बताएंगे.
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच मैम।
वेलकम. एनी अदर क्वेरी? Ma'am, please tell how much to write in questions. What all need to be included? Okay. I also already told you in the earlier sessions and in today's session also that please be precise. Whatever is asked in the question, read the question first of all very thoroughly. That what the what the paper setter has asked you, right? Or accordingly you have to give the answer. Don't give such kind of vague answers or unnecessarily का आपको पेज नहीं भरना है. You have to write the crux according to the marks. Generally, in strategic management, more or less the questions are of 5 marks each, right? So you have to write accordingly to the weightage of the marks, right? Any other query, or we can proceed? Mihika, you got my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How to revise? Viresh is writing that how to revise each concept one day before the exam for remembering. Oh, it's a very good question. Viresh, first of all, either you have to prepare your notes, you can go by the quick referencer, or I can say now in the new scheme, we have published 2 capsules of chapter 1 as well as of chapter 2 in our students journal. In the February 2024 issue, we have come with chapter 1, and in the recently August 2024 issue, we have come up with chapter 2. So at least you can go through those capsules or in the student journal. And meanwhile, we are working on it to provide you all the crisp form chapters in Saransh, most likely by the end of this month or in so much time. But you have to prepare your own notes, right? Anything, any other query? Ma'am, in case there is no heading for a particular answer in ICAI, can we write a heading for the pointers in exam? Beta, you are always free. Actually, I found this generally that students have a notion that you have to write the exact language or replica of the study material. So I would like to clarify you over here that it is not at all necessary to put the same words as mentioned in the study material. The essence should be correct and the formation of the sentence should be correct, and it is up to you to write the answer in your language. But remember that the language and the meaning and the sense of the sentence should be correct. always free to write in your own words, but you have to write the terminology of the subject. Every subject has different kind of terminology. Like in other subjects, you can say in law there are certain words which has been used in law, but it is not used in strategic management. Simultaneously, in few of the words or terminology, I can say, is of business world that you have to use while you are writing the answer in your own words, right? Surya, is it clear? I think, am I clear? Any
Yes,
other
ma'am. Thank you.
query? Welcome. Any other query, students? Well, I think now I have cleared your doubts. We can move ahead with the session. Okay, so with this, here I am going to tell you something about that. First of all, you must be aware about your subject, right? That which chapter you have to give more weightage and which chapter is having less weightage. So I would like to clarify over here that in strategic management, all the 5 chapters are equally important. All the 5 chapters are having the same weightage, that is 15% to 25%. That means in every chapter, from every chapter, there must be questions of minimum 9 marks from each chapter and maximum 15 marks from each chapter. So you can't study like skipping some chapters or some topics. No, it's not possible. You have to study comprehensively the whole syllabus, right? So in the first chapter, that is Introduction to Strategic Management, we are covering meaning, nature of strategic management, importance, limitation, and I'll tell you how we can read and what is the importance. Remember that this paper is in two levels. Level 1 is comprehensive and knowledge, and level 2 is analysis and application. Few of the questions, if the questions come in comprehension and knowledge basis, it may be possible that it is of 30% of the syllabus. So automatically 70% may be of analysis and application, right? So please remember, you have to study accordingly. And these are the 5 chapters. In chapter 2, we are covering external analysis, chapter 3, internal analysis, then choices, then implementation, evaluation. A question raised hota hai, how to prepare for strategic management. Preparing for strategic management at intermediate level requires a comprehensive understanding of the subject, strategic thinking skills, and structured study approach. It is crucial for students to develop a keen interest in the subject from the beginning of their CA studies and set aside adequate time to cover all study material comprehensively. You should also seek practical relevance by reading. I'm more emphasizing on reading business magazines, discussing strategic actions with your peer groups, and analyzing real-life examples to understand the circumstances, the situation, benefits, and risk of strategic decisions. With this, the chapter 1 includes Introduction to Strategic Management, and in this chapter, the nature of strategic management, concept of strategic management, importance and limitations. After understanding the concept of strategic management, students should thoroughly study the elements, which is very important, elements of strategic intent, such as vision, mission, goals, and objectives, and values, along with the level of strategic management. There are 3 levels of strategic management: corporate, functional, and business. You can browse websites of some of the major companies and study their vision and mission for better understanding of the concepts. Please do this. You will understand. I received many queries related to this difference between vision and mission. And on various platforms, students generally ask that, ma'am, we are not able to find out that whether it is a vision of a company or a mission of a company, how we can identify it. For that matter, I'm going to explain you this concept because this is a very, you can say, pertinent query. Students generally ask this query, so I will take it in my session. But here I am telling you that please browse websites of the major companies, any of the companies, whichever you like, which industry you like, which company you like. Do it this practice. I'm assuring and I assure you that you will definitely able to understand the concept of vision and mission by yourself itself. Next is chapter 2, strategic analysis, that is external environment. This chapter covers the strategic analysis of external environment. For better understanding, students should read the economy related news and articles in business magazines, newspaper to understand the real life business environmental factors which directly or indirectly help in or impair the organizational functioning. After understanding the concept of external environment, students should thoroughly study the elements of micro business environment as well as macro business environment so that they can understand the pastel analysis, international environment, which are extensively defined in this chapter. Then to gain deeper understanding of competitive environment of a business organization, understanding product and industry, product life cycle, value chain analysis, Michael Porter's 5 forces model, market and customer analysis, and competitive landscape, key success factors has also been included in this chapter. These topics, by reading this, what you will give able to get? These topics provide you the insight into dynamics of competition and help students to develop strategic responses to the external challenges because environmental challenges. And here we are talking about external. So external challenges are not controllable, right? So in that case, you have to able to understand like a COVID pandemic. It was a very high risk external environment occurred. Then internal environment. This chapter depicts the path of analyzing internal environment. Internal environment students should carefully understand the key stakeholders. It's a new concept, Mandlow's matrix in the new scheme. Strategic drivers, business environment. Earlier, business environment was part of a business and commercial knowledge paper in the foundation, but now in the new scheme, this external environment, in external environment, there is a concept of business environment, macro, micro, these all are the part of strategic management. Those students who are from, who have shifted from old to new scheme, my submission to those students, please don't think so that whatever you have read in the old scheme is almost similar in the new scheme. No, not at all, students. Please read thoroughly with the new scheme. There are, in particularly in strategic management, there are so many changes in from old to new. Although the paper is of 50 marks in the old as well as in the new, but many concepts have been changed from old to new. So my request to all the students who have transformed or who have shifted from old to new, please remember that new scheme is entirely different. New syllabus is different from old. 50% you can say that similar, but many of the topics have been redundant from the old to new, but many of the topics have been introduced in the new scheme. So my request to those students, those who have shifted from old to new, please follow strictly the new syllabus. Students should carefully understand the key stakeholders through Manlow's matrix, strategic drivers for the role of resources, capabilities, core competence, and then SWOT analysis is also introduced in this chapter. For practical knowledge, students can conduct SWOT analysis of one or two leading organizations. To understand this concept thoroughly, it is always good to follow this. I think Mahika is writing the vision is futuristic. That is what we want to be in future. Mission is what we are. Good. You are absolutely correct. Any other query right now? If somebody is having any query, please post it here, either on the Zoom link or on the query link. So far, I think everything is clear for the students. So we can move ahead. Very good. So, and later in the chapter 3, this Michael Porter's generic strategy, competitive advantage through Michael Porter's generic strategies. 3 strategies are there. That is also included in this chapter. And lastly, understanding these strategies like cost leadership, differentiation, focus helps students comprehend how organizations can achieve a sustainable competitive edge in the market. Business is all about competition. So we should understand the competition. For that matter, we require strategies, right? Next chapter is about strategic choices, which includes the expansion of the business, diversification, divestment, retrenchment, turnaround. There are so many strategies or stable strategies, right? These strategic alternatives can be clearly understood by reading the articles published in various business magazines, newspapers. I'm telling you, students, don't take it in a lighter way. In my every slide, I try to focus on that students should at least follow at least one business magazine, follow at least one business channel, one business newspaper. I'm telling you, I'm sure that if you will follow religiously these business magazines, newspapers, you will understand automatically all the concepts of strategic management by your own. These articles often insight into how companies have implemented these strategies in real world scenarios. Then in this chapter, it's a very interesting portfolio analysis like BCG matrix, Boston Consulting Group matrix, and SOX, ADL, then GE model. We can say this traffic light model also. Understanding these models helps students analyzing the strategic options, that what are the viable options we are having during in a particular situation for a company or an organization, and selects the most appropriate one based on their current position and object. And last but not the least is the chapter 5, that is strategic implementation and evaluation. In this chapter, students should learn the strategic management process, the issues and interrelationships between strategy formulation and implementation are discussed. Further, strategic change through digital transformation and change management strategies are also discussed in this chapter. The chapter considers organization structures for strategic implementation and covers like functional structure, divisional structure, multi-divisional, strategic business units, matrix, network, hourglass structure, and so many. Later, the strategic leadership is also discussed in this chapter. And basically, the 2 approaches we are studying over here is transformational leader and the transactional leadership styles. And then we have introduced the steps to initiate strategic change along with Kurt-Lewin change process, control function of strategic management and strategic performance measures are also introduced, which are not covered in our old syllabus. With this is a comprehensive, you can say, platform to understand the subject, that what is included in the study material, the syllabus. Okay. Live virtual classes can revision for revision of the subject. BoS मोबाइल ऐप है आपके पास, लाइव वर्चुअल क्लासेस के थ्रू आप रिवीजन कर सकते हैं, रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर्स देख सकते हैं. Go to the assignment for self-assessment. Are study material enough for preparation? They are enough, but you must also go through mock test papers, RTPs, MCQ practice portal, live virtual classes uploads. Mock test papers, we have already released the MTP1 series of strategic management. I hope, how many of them have completed it and scored good marks? Tell me fast. Tell me fast in the Zoom chat. How many of them? Tell me fast that how many of them have completed the mock test series 1 of strategic management? No one? All are silent. So I think till now nobody has done.
No, ma'am, I have solved it. I have solved it.
You have solved?
Yes.
Okay. So how do you feel that how much you can score?
Maximum 55%.
Speak loudly, little bit loud.
55% approx, ma'am.
65%. Where you find difficulty while you are solving the paper?
Understanding the questions, ma'am.
Which question?
जैसे एक आपका था अपना, उसमें मुझे लगा कि वो चैनल एनालिसिस करना है और वो पता लगा स्वॉट एनालिसिस करनी थी.
अच्छा, मॉक टेस्ट पेपर में?
यस मैम. मॉक में था कि आरटीपी में था?
मॉक टेस्ट पेपर करा या नहीं ये बताओ पहले मुझे.
किया मैम, उसका किया मैम, किया मैम.
अच्छा, तो आपको स्वॉट एनालिसिस करनी थी, वो कौन सा क्वेश्चन था?
मैम याद नहीं आ रहा इस समय.
अच्छा, नहीं, you have to understand the question. You have to understand the question.
मैम केस सिनेरियो क्वेश्चन था.
I know that. सेकंड वन कौन सा था? ग्रीन गार्डन्स वाला.
हाँ मैम, पेस्टिसाइड्स का एंड ऑल दैट. तो उसमें तब मुझे लगा कि चैनल की बात कर रहे हैं तो मैंने चैनल एनालिसिस लिखा.
क्यों आपको टाइम टू दिस क्वेश्चन? क्वेश्चन वाज ग्रीन गार्डन्स. मुझे क्वेश्चन मिल गया है, मैं यहाँ पे डिस्कस करूँ आपके साथ.
यस मैम, यस मैम.
ओके. Green Gardens, a small but growing organic farm, is assessing its business environment. सबसे पहले आप क्वेश्चन क्या कह रहे हैं? Assessing the business environment. Business environment को assess करने के लिए कौन से tools हैं? हमें ये सोचने. To strategically plan for future growth. Right? The farm boasts high quality pesticides free crops but faces challenges with its limited distribution channels. उसको उसकी स्ट्रेंथ क्या है? इसी क्वेश्चन में ही पता चला. उसकी स्ट्रेंथ क्या है? हाई क्वालिटी पेस्टिसाइड फ्री क्रॉप्स. बट चैलेंजेस क्या है उसके? डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन चैनल. ठीक है. एज द डिमांड फॉर ऑर्गेनिक प्रोडक्ट्स कंटिन्यूज टू राइज, Green Gardens recognize the potential. Potential means opportunity क्या है उसके पास? Potential to broaden its market reach, right? However, unpredictable weather. अब ये क्या आ गया इसका? Threats. Right? Yes. Unpredictable weather conditions and competition from large farmers present significant obstacles. तो ये तो क्लियर है, आपको क्वेश्चन में ही आंसर है आपके। आपको
ma'am.
समझना है कि क्वेश्चन कह क्या रहा है।
We have to read it very carefully.
Yes, you have to read it very carefully. आपको क्वेश्चन में ही आंसर होगा, और क्वेश्चन आंसर की तरह से नहीं, आप इसको समझने की कोशिश करिए। आपको बोल रहा है, ये स्ट्रेंथ भी बता रहा है, आपको अपॉर्चुनिटीज भी दिखा रहा है, थ्रेट भी दिखा रहा है, क्लियर कट है इसके अंदर, तो कोई पॉइंट ही नहीं है। और सबसे ऊपर पहली लाइन ही बोल रही है असेसिंग इट्स बिजनेस एनवायरमेंट। बिजनेस एनवायरमेंट को असेस करना है, ठीक है। तो आप लोग को इसी तरह से समझना है क्वेश्चन को।
Yes, ma'am.
Then you have to write, और प्लॉट करना है आपको, SWOT एनालिसिस करके दिखानी है इसकी, और आप टेबल बना के इसको प्लॉटिंग कर सकते हैं।
Yes, ma'am.
एनी अदर क्वेश्चन? किसी को डाउट था एमटीपी में? और किसी ने तो किया ही नहीं है आई थिंक एमटीपी अभी तक। एनीबडी हैव एनी डाउट? नो? चलो गुड, वी कैन मूव अहेड। Okay. Some of the conceptual questions frequently asked by students on different platforms, which I am going to take up over here so that all the students get benefit from these queries. The very common query I have received from very students is that horizontal integrated diversification and concentric diversification are two common types of diversification strategies that companies can use to expand their businesses. So student asked me, ma'am, what is the difference between horizontal integrated diversification and concentric diversification? Please listen carefully so that you can understand it. That horizontal diversification is a business strategy where a company expands its operations into the same industry or market. Where the company expands its operation into the same industry or same market. It involves acquiring, merging with companies that operate in the same industry. The key word is same industry. Right?
Yeah.
Just a minute. No, ma'am, who is writing this? Not done. भाई कर लो, my request to all, please. आप mock test papers वगैरह करिए, it will definitely help. Where are my? Okay, so it involves acquiring or merging with companies that operate in the same industry with the goal of increasing the market share, expanding the market share, reducing competition, and achieving economies of scales. Do you know the meaning of economies of scale? When we produce something in large quantum, so automatically our fixed cost and other costs get reduced and we got the advantage of economies of scale. ये economics का concept है, right? For example, I can say a company that produces and sells athletic shoes may acquire or merge with another athletic shoe manufacturer in order to increase their market share and reduce the competition. That is what? That is horizontal integration, right? Then what is concentric diversification? Concentric diversification, on the other hand, is a business strategy where a company expands its operations into related but different markets or different industries. It involves expanding into new product lines or markets that are related to the company's existing product or services. Like a company that produces athletic shoes may expand into producing athletic apparels, or they may enter the fitness equipment market. This type of diversification allows the company to leverage its existing strengths and capabilities while entering into the new markets or product categories. Okay. I think now you are able to understand the difference between horizontal integration diversification and concentric diversification. अब क्वेश्चन देखो आएगा तो आपको ये आइडेंटिफाई करना होगा, आपको गिवन सिचुएशन में ये फाइंड आउट करना होगा कि इसमें हॉरिजॉन्टल इंटीग्रेटेड लगेगा या कॉन्सेंट्रिक डाइवर्सिफिकेशन है, आपको ये फाइंड आउट करना है. Next major question students generally ask that what is the difference between vision and mission? As I told you earlier in my session also that आपको practice क्या करनी है, browse करना है website and you have to see 4 or 5 companies vision and mission. So you will be able to understand the difference between vision and mission. That is what you have to do. And before that, I'm going to tell you the difference. Conceptually, I'm telling you a vision statement defines a company's long-term aspirations and future goals, right? It outlines where the company wants to be in the future and what it wants to achieve. A vision statement should inspire and motivate employees, customers, and stakeholders to work towards a common goal. For example, the vision statement of Google is to provide access to the world's information in one click. And what is mission statement? The statement that defines a company's core purpose, values, and how it aims to achieve its goal. It communicates the company's reason for being, what it does, and what it serves. A mission statement should reflect the company's value, principles, beliefs, faiths, and guide its decision and action. For example, हमने Google का ही लिया है, तो I'm going to discuss here Google's mission statement also is to organize the world's information to make it universally accessible and useful. So that means mission is subject to the vision of the company. So that we can achieve the vision, we have to set the mission. This statement outlines the company's core purpose of organizing information and making it easily accessible to everyone. It reflects the company's commitment to using technology to improve people's lives and provide value to its users. So इसमें values भी आ गई company की. In conclusion, I can say a vision statement communicates a company's long-term aspirations and goals, while a mission statement defines its core purpose, values, and how it aims to achieve its goals. Both statements are critical for defining a company's strategic direction, inspiring and motivating employees and stakeholders, and guiding its decision-making and actions. Now, difference between goals and objectives. Remember that goals are broad statements that describe what a company aims to achieve in the long term. They are typically at high level, overreaching statements that reflect the company's vision and values. Goals are often in the qualitative form and may be open-ended, allowing the company to continually strive towards achieving them. Let us take an example. A goal for a company could be to become a leader in its industry by providing innovative products and exceptional customer services. While objectives are specific, precise, measurable, time-bound statements that define what a company wants to achieve in the short to to medium term. They are concrete and detailed statements that provide directions and focus on what the company needs to do to achieve its goal. Objectives are often in quantitative form, right? And include specific metrics that can use track progress and success. Like an objective of a company that aims to become the leader in its industry could be to increase its market share by 20% within the next 2 years. That is the objective. In conclusion, while both goals and objectives are important for a company's strategic planning process, they serve different purposes. Goals provide a high-level direction, while objectives provide specific direction and focus on what needs to be done to achieve the goals. By setting clear goals and objectives, company can better align their resources, motivate their employees, and measure their progress towards achieving their strategic objectives. These are few of the common queries which we found from different platforms from students, which may confuse students. And these queries I have addressed over here, and till now whatever queries I have received, I think I have clear all the queries. If somebody is having any query till now, please post your query so that I can reply you.
Ma'am, I have sent you like 2 questions you have noted to answer.
Okay, which questions? Please say.
Ma'am, I
Please
said
speak.
I said about an insight that the point of distinction is mission statement is not related to the future, but vision statement it is related to the future.
Yes,
and
yes.
And one more.
That I have cleared you, in the vision and mission statement.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
One that's insight.
And another one you have asked to conduct SWOT analysis.
Yes,
another query is?
To conduct SWOT analysis of different companies, we need to know what are their strengths, weakness.
Yes,
but we don't hear their weakness. Nobody shares their weakness on internet or something. So
okay, it is always true, Vinesh. You also know very well. Everybody knows their weaknesses, right? Because weaknesses are internal.
Yeah, we don't have information about the company's.
So you have to find out. That's why I'm emphasizing on reading newspapers on routine basis, on daily basis. If you follow the news on daily basis, you will definitely able to find out. Nobody, you are absolutely right that nobody will disclose their weaknesses. Even as an individual, we never showcase our weaknesses. Right? Being a student, I'm giving you your example, right? Being a student, being a chartered accountant student, everybody is having different strength. Maybe one of your friend is good in taxation, one of your friend is good in auditing, and one of them is accounting. But simultaneously, it may possible, or it may definitely be like that. If someone is good in accounting, it may be possible that his or her weakness is in auditing, but nobody will showcase. You have to find out. But SWOT analysis कंपनी का है, तो कंपनी अपने फाइंड आउट करती है कि उसकी वीकनेसेस क्या हैं, right?
Yes, ma'am. Newspapers and magazines will definitely be helpful.
Yes, they will definitely help you. Any other query? Any other query, or we can move with some MCQs or mock test, whatever you like. You please let me know.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I have query.
Harsh, yeah, please.
About 2 terms, ma'am. I'm not clear.
Which
about vision, shared and shared vision.
visions shared and shared vision.
Yes, ma'am.
Vision
I'm not
shared.
hearing these two terms.
Okay, okay. Vision shared and shared vision is different. Like vision shared मतलब ये जो vision आपका है, कंपनी का vision है, right? And shared vision is different. Vision statement, are you clear about vision statement?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sure.
What is that? Tell me. I'm going to tell you in that also.
Yes, ma'am. Vision statement is about the company's future. It's about its blueprints, what company wants to be, wants to achieve their
Mhm. So what you
achieve
can
its
say, is it
financial.
a shared vision or vision shared?
Ma'am, it's a shared vision.
It's a shared vision.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So आपकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग के अकॉर्डिंग फिर विजन शेयर्ड क्या होगा?
Ma'am, it's not. Ma'am, it's a different. It's opposite. Shared. It's shared vision. Like it's not clear to the as I can say to the clients or employees and the staff of the companies that they're not clear about the vision of the company. मतलब it's basically it's not
हिंदी में
understand
बोलिए, आप
about the
हिंदी में
vision.
बोलिए. If you are comfortable to speak in Hindi,
Yes,
better to speak in Hindi.
मैम जैसे कि employees staff है they are not clear about the company's vision
Okay.
and they're not clear and understand what company wants to do, what's their vision
अच्छा,
or
आपका
mission.
कहना है कि इंटरनल लोगों को समझाने के लिए शेयर्ड विजन होता है.
Yes, ma'am. They know clearly about what company wants to do, what they are doing.
नहीं, बात मुझे बताइए कि आप विजन का क्या मतलब समझे पहले. हिंदी में बोलो अगर आपको हिंदी में समझ में आ रहा है.
Yes, ma'am.
बोलो.
मैम कंपनी क्या फ्यूचर में क्या अचीव करना चाहती है, व्हाट्स देयर
हाँ,
ब्लूप्रिंट्स.
बिल्कुल ठीक, फ्यूचर के लिए जो बात करना चाहती है.
यस मैम.
और शेयर्ड विजन क्या होता है? जहाँ पे आप इफेक्टिव लर्निंग ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन फॉर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की लर्निंग के लिए जो करते हैं. It is a vision that is created and shared by the members of the organization rather than a vision imposed upon them. मेरी बात को समझ रहे हैं? शेयर्ड विजन क्या होता है?
यस मैम.
आप सही समझा रहे हैं मुझे, बस आपको थोड़ा सा टर्म्स यूज करनी है. ठीक है,
यस मैम.
टर्मिनोलॉजी एसएन की यूज करनी है. मैंने आपको वर्ड्स जो बोले कि ये शेयर्ड विजन कैसा विजन होता है? विजन दैट इज क्रिएटेड एंड शेयर्ड बाय द मेंबर्स ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, बाय द मेंबर्स ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन रादर देन विजन इम्पोज्ड अपॉन देम.
यस मैम.
ठीक है,
थैंक यू.
ओके, वेलकम. Any other query? Please post your queries. So we can move ahead with the MCQs. Very interesting MCQs are there for you. For practice, we can. It's a very important and a very good question, I can say. Not important, it's a very good question. Tell me, T Limited is a Delhi-based supermarket which has grown from a position where 30 years ago it had revenue of around 50 crores per annum to position today where revenue exceeds 5,000 crores per annum and the profit exceeds 1,000 crores per annum. It has achieved this growth through a combination of strategies, many of which can be plotted onto the ANSOF's matrix. Remember, immediately आप एक ANSOF's matrix बनाइए जहां पे existing products, न्यू प्रोडक्ट्स, एग्जिस्टिंग मार्केट, न्यू प्रोडक्ट मार्केट्स। आपको ABCD 4 दे रखे हैं, ठीक है। आपको करना क्या है, फर्स्ट में क्या है, एक्सपेंशन इनटू क्लोथिंग एंड इलेक्ट्रिकल सेल्स। दूसरे में क्या हो रहा है, 24 आवर्स ओपनिंग। थर्ड इज सेलिंग इट्स प्रोडक्ट्स ऑन इंटरनेट एंड फोर्थ इज ओवरसीज एक्सपेंशन। आप फिट इन करिए कि कहाँ पे एग्जिस्टिंग प्रोडक्ट एग्जिस्टिंग मार्केट हो रही है, कहाँ पे एग्जिस्टिंग मार्केट न्यू प्रोडक्ट हो रहा है, कहाँ पे न्यू मार्केट एग्जिस्टिंग प्रोडक्ट्स हो रहा है और कहाँ पे न्यू मार्केट्स न्यू प्रोडक्ट्स हो रहा है। बहुत स्टूडेंट्स ना इस क्वेश्चन को पूछते हैं, very large number of students ask me कि भाई मैम ये solve कैसे करना है, and it is a very simple question. What you have to find out, उनका कॉम्बिनेशन आपको डेवलप करना है। आंसर ऑफ मैट्रिक्स बना के इसका कॉम्बिनेशन डेवलप करके देखो क्या आंसर आता है। पोस्ट करो आंसर, बनाओ मैट्रिक्स बना के आंसर मुझे बताइए, व्हाट इज द करेक्ट आंसर। देखो सी, ऐसे सी है, एग्जिस्टिंग मार्केट एग्जिस्टिंग प्रोडक्ट क्या होंगे, मार्केट पेनिट्रेशन, राइट। क्या करोगे आप उसमें, मार्केट पेनिट्रेशन। मार्केट पेनिट्रेशन कैसे कर रहे हो, सेलिंग इट्स प्रोडक्ट्स ऑन इंटरनेट, ई कॉमर्स लाके, ठीक है। दूसरा क्या है, बी न्यू मार्केट एग्जिस्टिंग प्रोडक्ट्स। कौन सी स्ट्रेटेजी की होगी, मार्केट डेवलपमेंट। मार्केट डेवलपमेंट कहाँ पे हो रहा है, 24 आवर्स ओपनिंग करके। तो बी का आंसर हो गया, ए का आंसर हो गया आपका, सी का आंसर हो गया 1। अच्छा चलो पहले सॉल्व कर लेते हैं सारा, फिर सी देखिए आप, प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट होएगा जब न्यू प्रोडक्ट है और एग्जिस्टिंग मार्केट है, वो हो रहा है एक्सपेंशन इनटू क्लोथिंग एंड इलेक्ट्रिकल सेल्स, क्योंकि सुपर मार्केट है, राइट। एंड देन बी इज डाइवर्सिफिकेशन। डाइवर्सिफिकेशन कब हो रहा है आपका, कौन से फीचर में हो रहा है, सेलिंग इट्स प्रोडक्ट्स ऑन इंटरनेट, और ओवरसीज एक्सपेंशन कब हो रहा है,
इलेक्ट्रिकल से
overseas expansion is in product development. No, it is market development. Have you got it? Please send your post your answers. Harsh has written B. Sai C is correct. Why B? Aparna is writing D. Why? Why B and why D? आपको कॉम्बिनेशन बनाना है, बी क्यों कहा आपने, सी इज द करेक्ट आंसर। प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट कब हो रहा है, एक्सपेंशन इनटू क्लोथिंग एंड इलेक्ट्रिकल सेल्स, पहले वो सुपर मार्केट के अंदर है, राइट। उसके बाद मार्केट वो 24 आवर्स ओपनिंग कर रहा है। डाइवर्सिफिकेशन कब हो रहा है, सेलिंग इट्स प्रोडक्ट्स ऑन इंटरनेट एंड मार्केट डेवलपमेंट कब हो रहा है, ओवरसीज एक्सपेंशन करके। तो ये सारे फीचर सी ऑप्शन में है, ठीक है। आपको इस तरह से इसको सॉल्व करना होगा बना के। भी हम नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे चलते हैं। In his pursuit to expand the family business to Dubai, Dharmavir Singh, the successor of the renowned architect late Sri Lalaram Pal Singh, faced a dilemma. Despite receiving positive feedback from various potential investors, a common trend emerged where the emphasis was primarily on swift construction, neglecting the importance of structural longevity. Dharma finds himself at a crossroads. What strategic approach could assist him in formulating a robust and coherent business roadmap that aligns with his vision for sustainable growth? डालिए आंसर, provide your answers, post your answers please. Post your answers, students. Vision D. Kiran has written D. Somebody has written vision. Oh, what about others? Only 2-3 students. One of them is writing C. Sai Charan is, अरे भाई B और रह गया है बस आंसर. A भी डाल दिया, D भी डाल दिया, C भी डाल दिया. That means सब कंफ्यूजन है. और लोगों ने क्या डाला है? 2 मैसेजेस और आए हैं. Harsh has written A. Vaishnesh value. That means value I think D है. भाई ये तो एक वोटिंग करने वाली हो गई. Everybody has written different options. So which one is correct? Now we have to debate it. The correct answer is value. Reason. Now I'm going to explain this question. Please understand it thoroughly. The question is, very first line said that in the pursuit to expand the family business to Dubai, Dharamveer Singh, the successor of the renowned architect late Sri Lala Rampal Singh, faced a dilemma. उसको एक confusion हुआ. Despite receiving positive feedback from various potential investors, a common trend emerged where the emphasis was primarily on swift construction, neglecting the importance of structural longevity. Dharma finds himself at a crossroads. दो उसको मिले. What strategic approach could assist him in formulating a robust and coherent business roadmap that aligns with his vision for sustainable growth? उसका विजन क्या था? Sustainable growth. He was a renowned architect. Expansion करा उसने. तो उसको क्या करना चाहिए? अपना वैल्यू एंड वैल्यू सिस्टम्स नहीं खोने चाहिए. क्या अप्रोच उसको फॉलो करनी चाहिए? क्वेश्चन ये पूछ रहा है. क्वेश्चन ये नहीं है कि भाई ये विजन है उसका या मिशन है. क्वेश्चन में ये पूछा गया है व्हाट स्ट्रेटेजिक अप्रोच कुड असिस्ट हिम इन फॉर्मुलेटिंग अ रोबस्ट डिसीजन रोड मैप के लिए, बिजनेस के लिए. उसको क्या करना चाहिए विद हिज विजन फॉर सस्टेनेबल ग्रोथ? विजन तो उसका है ही सस्टेनेबल ग्रोथ के लिए. क्या करना चाहिए उसको? वैल्यूज और अपने बिलीव्स, जो आपके पुराने कस्टमर्स हैं उनका ट्रस्ट नहीं चाहिए. So it will influence. That's why the answer D. B तो I don't know why students are confused with B. I think now it is clear. Understand, ma'am. Okay, Harsh. Thank you. Harsh, आपने क्या विजन क्यों दिया? क्या सोच के दिया?
मैम मैंने प्रॉपरली नहीं पढ़ा था मैम. ये इस पे
यही
फोकस
है,
नहीं है कि
यही है.
it could
आपको
assist him
क्वेश्चन
in
को
formulating.
समझना है. मैं बार बार आई एम रिपीटिंग यू ऑल दैट प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड द सिचुएशन. अपने आप से कुछ भी बाहर नहीं निकलना है आपको. जो सिचुएशन दी है उस सिचुएशन में क्या बेस्ट अप्रोप्रिएट आंसर है वो आपको फाइंड आउट करना है. ठीक है?
Yes.
और ये आप तभी दे पाएंगे जब आपको कॉन्सेप्ट थॉर होंगे. आपके पास टाइम वही है 1 hour 30 minutes. आपको उसी में कंप्लीट करना है. तो आपको ये एमसीक्यूज आपका ग्राफ को ना, मार्क्स के ग्राफ को यहां तक भी ला सकते हैं और यहां भी गिर सकते हैं। रीजन बीइंग, अगर आप ठीक है तो 15-20 मिनट्स में आप अपने पूरे मार्क्स जो है स्कोर कर जाएंगे। पूरे 15 मार्क्स आपको मिल जाएंगे 15 मिनट के अंदर। बट अगर आप कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं समझ पाए तो 0 भी हो जाएंगे। अभी मेरा पर्पस, माय पर्पस इज ओनली टू डिस्कस हियर द एमसीक्यूज, इज टू गिव यू अ व्यू दैट हाउ मच प्रिपरेशन यू पीपल रिक्वायर्ड। That is the only purpose, to discuss few of the MCQs over here, so that you will able to understand that how much preparation is required to achieve, to get good marks in strategic management, right? तो कुछ और अच्छे अच्छे क्वेश्चंस करें।
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
चलो करते हैं। नेक्स्ट इज, Limited has recently decided to install a new IT system to improve the efficiency of its payroll function. ये तो बड़ा clear cut, simple question. A limited believes this will reduce the cost of running the payroll system by 20%. Which of the following levels of strategy is the above IT system most closely linked to? Jaldi jaldi post, be fast, post your query, post your answers. Fast. Immediately you have to give the response. B. Fast students. Okay, function level. What about others? Harsh is also written B. Good. पता नहीं है, that's why students have given correct answer. जो मैंने पहले स्टार्टिंग के 2-3 एमसीक्यूज पूछे हैं वो थोड़े से कॉन्सेप्चुअल हैं। आपकी प्रिपरेशन का लेवल इस लेवल पे होना चाहिए कि आप सारे कॉन्सेप्चुअल एनालिसिस, एनालिटिकल क्वेश्चंस जो हैं सॉल्व कर सकें। अगर आप स्टूडेंट्स एक बात समझिए, अगर आप ये एमसीक्यूज स्मॉल केसलेट वाले एमसीक्यूज को अच्छे से समझेंगे ना, प्रैक्टिस करेंगे तो ही समझ में आए, तो यू विल डेफिनेटली अंडरस्टैंड ऑल द एमसीक्यूज विच आर बेस्ड ऑन केस सिनेरियोज, क्योंकि वो थोड़ा एक्सपेंडेड केस सिनेरियो है और ये स्मॉल केसलेट सिनेरियोज हैं। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, an organization during its strategy planning envisaged entire situation and created a strategy framework, but in meantime after implementation it realized that its framework is not effective in certain unique unplanned situations. What could be the reason for such ineffectiveness? सिंपल क्वेश्चन है, अगर थोड़ा सा भी आपने क्वेश्चन को समझा है तो। पोस्ट योर आंसर्स, हरी अप। मैं देखती हूँ। Oh, contradictory answers I am getting. One of them is saying A, one of them is saying B. What about others? Others are still in a dilemma to write the answers. Why, students? There are so many participants in the session, but only 3-4 students are giving the response. Why it is so? Partly proactive, partly reactive. I'm going to ask you that why you have given this answer. Okay, so give your answers very confidently. Aparna has written A. Vignesh B. Harsh has written, Kiran has written A. Vignesh partly proactive and reactive. And Harsh, what you have written? There is a conflict. We need to discuss this question. Answer is A. Strategy is partly proactive and partly reactive. Why students are writing B? Lack of analysis and proper planning? I don't know why. In the earlier phase, proactive है और later phase of the question it is reactive है. Proactive क्या होता है? जब situation आने से पहले ही आप proactively handle कर लेते हैं. That is what you are doing nowadays. Those students, those who are preparing thoroughly for the examination, their strategy is proactive. But कुछ बच्चे ऐसे हैं जो प्रिपरेशन कब स्टार्ट किया? जब मई का रिजल्ट आ गया, उसमें अगर किसी भी वजह से उनका क्लियर नहीं हुआ है तो नाउ दे आर प्रिपेयरिंग, तो दे आर रिएक्टिव. दिस स्ट्रेटेजी इज रिएक्टिव. सिचुएशन आ गई, उसके बाद आप रिएक्ट कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, दैट इज रिएक्टिव. प्रोएक्टिव क्या होती है कि आपने विजन कर लिया, आपने विजुअलाइज कर लिया कि ऐसी सिचुएशन आ सकती है, एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट आप प्रोएक्टिव हो गए, पहले ही एक्टिव हो गए. दैट इज प्रोएक्टिव स्ट्रेटेजी. वेरी सिंपल कॉन्सेप्ट. चलो, ये तो बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग और बहुत ही सिंपल. इट्स अ वेरी वेरी सिंपल वन लाइनर क्वेश्चन, एंड मैकडी इज very near and dear to all the new generation people, right? McDonald's is deciding whether to expand into manufacturing kitchen equipment in China. At what level is this decision like to be made? Business level, corporate level, functional level, international level? Post your answers. Corporate level, again, B. Charul has written B. Harsh has written 4B. Okay. I think ये तो बड़ा सिंपल है, सभी का करेक्ट ही होएगा. What about others? Oh, one of them has written corporate level. The rest of them are writing business level. So again, it's a debatable question. Correct is corporate level. How it is business level? Corporate level. अब manufacturing kitchen, expanding into manufacturing kitchen equipment. It's a top level decision. How can you say that it's a business level? Altogether different है ना. MACD. We are talking here MACDs. MACD अभी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ऑफ किचन इक्विपमेंट्स में जाएगा तो डाइवर्सिफिकेशन है. कैसा? टॉप लेवल डिसीजन. आपको डाइवर्स रहे हैं आप अपने बिजनेस को, राइट? नेक्स्ट इज, ये बताइए, ये भी चैप्टर 1 का ही क्वेश्चन है. Mr. Prakash and Mr. Pal are partners in a thriving business venture. Recently, they have become aware of their employees' dissatisfaction with their working conditions. ठीक है, generally होते हैं सभी. Mr. Prakash believes that the situation should be dealt with before the employees explode. Mr. Prakash is saying that we have to take action before employees explode. While Mr. Pal said that if employees have an outburst, then only we will handle it. It's a very clear-cut answer. I think go ahead. First former part is saying proactive and later is reactive, right? During which stage of PLC will marketing strategies need to concentrate on differentiating a product from competing products, building brand loyalty, and offering incentives to attract competitors, customers to switch? Which stage? In the introductory stage, चारों stages plot करिए फटाफट and find out introductory में क्या होता है, maturity growth में क्या होता है, maturity में क्या होता है और decline में, and post your answers. I think आप लोग कर पाएंगे इसको. Aparna has written D. Kiran has written C. Maturity. What about others? Vignesh, maturity. अपर्णा आपने आंसर दिया है डी. वाई डी? All are with maturity except Aparna. It's again a very simple one-liner question. Mart supermarket is planning for the next 5 years. Which of the following economic influences should it consider? Post, unemployment rate and interest rate. Economic influences बताने, economic factors, ठीक है? Then it's a good question. Kanika, known as Desi Taylor Swift, launched the lipstick brand Color among intense global and domestic competition. Despite a lack of groundwork, her substantial 45 million social media following gained significant attention. Which aspect of Michael Porter's force multiplier is working in favor of color? First of all, Michael Porter's का कौन-कौन से forces हैं? 5 forces हैं. किसने multiply करा? वो बताइए. Post your answers. Threat of new entrants, B. Vignesh, threat of new entrants. Harsh has written B. What about others? Absolutely correct. Next is Raju started a samosa stall in a local market and the existing momos and bhelpuri stall owners started creating problems for him. This is an example of very simple threat of new entrants. Imagine you are tasked with analyzing the competitive landscape for a new product launch. In this context, which of the following factors is not relevant? Not relevant. Here, please read it correctly that not as given, not relevant to understanding the competitive landscape. Simple question है, बस आपको पढ़ते टाइम या ध्यान से पढ़ना है कि इसमें पूछा है not relevant. Understanding the customer. Students, you have to practice such kind of MCQs on your MCQ portal. There is a MCQ practice portal. You have to practice it, the MCQs, case scenarios over there. And if you find any problem in any of the question, you are always welcome to post your queries or mail me on ruchi.gupta@icaai.in. You are always welcome to post either on Ask Your Queries through mobile app, or you can send me directly the queries. Ruchi, RUCHI, Ruchi.Gupta, GUPTA, Gupta @ICAI.in. My request to all the students that please do more practice of MCQ scenarios, caselets, which are available on your portal, MCQ practice portal, as well as mock test papers, revisionary test papers. Do more and more practice so that you can able to understand the situation, the kind of situation has been asked in the question paper according to, in the particular question, according to, you have to give the answer. With this, I'm going to conclude it. If anybody have any doubt, please ask. If anybody have any doubt, please ask, or otherwise, I'm going to conclude this session here. Okay, I will share the PPTs. Don't worry, Vignesh, I'll share. Anybody have? Remember, students, before I leave the session, I would like to say one line that the price of success is hard work. The price of success is hard work, dedication to the job at hand, and the determination that whether we win or lose, we have applied the best of ourselves to task at hand. So with these lines, I can say that please be focused. Only you can say 20 days left. So be focused, do more practice, read more and more newspapers, financial newspapers. And if you find any problem, you are always welcome to contact me, right? To post your queries, and I will definitely respond you timely. With this, I am holding this session over here, and we will meet soon with the next session. In that session, I will discuss about the examination, I can say the examination tips, or how to score good marks, how to write the answers, how to handle the case scenarios. In that session, I will discuss about all these strategies. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, students. Thank you for listening me very patiently. Thank you, technical team. Yeah, thank you.